Buck Rogers' Battle for the 25th Century is a strategy board game published in 1988 by TSR, Inc. The game uses the setting and themes of the 1930s Buck Rogers serials, and the design of 1950s space race-era propaganda. The units and gameplay for the game work similarly to Axis and Allies, with naval units being replaced by spaceships and two different kinds of infantry instead of one. The game was produced in large quantities, but never sold well and didn't last past a second edition. The game does have some important distinctions from Axis and Allies which help differentiate it. There are several primary differences. First, unlike Axis and Allies, any area is suspect to be attacked by fighters at any time. This means that there is no set area where a land invasion must creep along unless a player chooses to attack by land. Second, combat units do not hit on a set combat value. Instead, the combat value is determined by what unit is attacking, and what unit is defending. For example, a trooper would hit another trooper with a score of 6, whilst a trooper would need to hit a fighter with a score of 7. Third, there is no set starting position. Positions are determined by a random dealing of cards. Fourth, there is no money or research. One builds units dependent on how many factories they have. Each factory can produce a certain number of units per turn. Fifth, the game has leaders, which either give a +2 to combat rolls in the basic rules of the game, or have special abilities which can grant unique advantages over his/her opponents in the advanced rules of the game. Finally, players fight over planets and moons revolving around the sun, making for a constantly shifting game board.